Hello everyone, this video is for grade 8th, subject science, block 1 cultivation practices, LP4 is organic farming. Let's start. The aim of this lesson is to explain the need for organic farming. The resources required are notebook and Exceed content book. The keywords are organic, conventional and toxic. Students, why is the cultivation of food crops important? In the previous LP, we already discussed it. People need food for nourishment. Certain agricultural practices are followed to provide food for large numbers. How do cultivation practices involved affect our health? So many harmful chemicals are used to increase the volume of food crops, and this may affect our health. How do cultivating practices affect water, soil and air? Students, the chemicals leach or leak into the soil and affect the microbes in the soil. Microbes are important for the overall health of the soil and plants. Harmful chemicals also wash into the rivers and other water bodies, polluting the water system. Heavy farming machines that run on fuel increase air pollution. Now, what is organic farming? Students, organic farming involves natural cultivation practices without the use of chemical fertilizers, pesticides, weedicides and hormones for plants and animals. The organic farming is based on use of vermicompost, green leaf manures. They will use the practice of crop rotation, etc. Why are organic foods more expensive? So the organic farming is practiced on a small scale and is labor intensive. So it becomes expensive. What is the difference between regular pasteurized milk and organic milk? Students, the cows injected with antibiotics and growth hormones provide regular pasteurized milk, while the cows reared in natural conditions without antibiotics and fresh fodder provide the organic milk. You can see in this picture the organic farming is done at small level and it is mainly labor intensive technique. There will be no use of heavy machineries and therefore this will be quite expensive method than the normal farming practices. How does organic farming benefit the water system and the environment? So students, as we saw that organic farming does not use any pesticides, weedicides and other chemicals. This ensures that nothing toxic gets washed away by the rain to pollute our water bodies. Organic farming is also based on crop rotation technique, which maintains the health of the soil. Organic farming does not cause air pollution as heavy machineries are not used. Now, what are the health benefits of eating organically grown food? So definitely organic foods are produced without the use of harmful chemicals. Organic animals product do not contain antibiotics or hormones. These organic farming techniques ensure that we consume only natural food that is healthy. Now let's see the difference between modern and organic farming. The conventional or modern farming is based on the use of pesticides. It cultivates the same crop again and again every year, and they will use heavy machineries to improve the yield of crop and to do the work faster. While in the organic farming, it is not based on use of pesticides or any other chemicals in the field. They are mainly practicing the crop rotation process in which alternately the crops are grown every year, and this farming is mainly based on manual labor. That is, the use of labor is there, no machineries, and they will not depend upon the any other chemicals. Now the products which are organically grown versus the non-organic products. You can see the difference between them. Organic products are more healthier for our body. They will be healthier, or they will be good for the environment also, while the non-organic products will be not having much nutritive value and they will cause harm to our environment. How does organic farming bring communities together? So students, organic food markets are held weekly in certain places. This brings people together as a community. How can we grow organic vegetables and herbs in our homes? We can grow vegetables in pots or boxes and terrace gardens and reuse kitchen waste as manure to grow our own herbs and vegetables at home. So students, what we learned today, we learn about the organic farming technique, which is the technique of agriculture in which no chemicals are used, no pesticides are used, and they will be mainly labor intensive techniques. Organic farming are more expensive just because of this, as they are mainly depend upon the labors, not on the heavy machines. Organic farming benefits the water system and environment because they are not using any kind of chemical in their process. Organic farming benefits our health also because the food is quite healthier if it is grown organically. Methods to grow organic vegetables and herbs in our homes means in the simple pots or in the terrace garden we can also have the practice of organic farming, and we can use our kitchen waste as a manure. And we also learn that why there is a need of organic farming. Now let's have a quick review. What are the various steps of cultivation? Student, this topic we learned in LP1, and there are 7 steps of cultivation practices. These are preparation of soil, sowing of seeds, use of manures and fertilizers, irrigation, protection of crops from weeds, then harvesting, and at last storage and marketing. Why should soil be prepared? Students, soil should be prepared before sowing the seed so that it can become more porous after losing and turning it, and the roots of the plants can easily penetrate into the soil so that it can take proper nutrients from them. Due to the loosening and turning of the soil, the microbes can also grow in a better way, and as we know that microbes and worms are the farmer's friend. Why is weeding important? Weeding is the process of removal of unwanted, undesirable plants from the main crop, and we have to remove them because they will compete with our main crop for the water, for the space, for the nutrients, and for the sunlight. What are some ways of irrigation? So there are mainly 2 ways of irrigation, traditional way and the modern way. In the traditional way, we saw some methods like pulley system, chain pump system, or lever system. And in the modern method of irrigation, we saw 4 methods, and these are furrow irrigation, basin irrigation, sprinkler irrigation, and drip irrigation. Now, what is harvesting? So, harvesting is the process of cutting and gathering the fully grown crops in the field. Thank you, students. Have a great day.